Me to use sex toy? Thank you. Are you answering? Is it okay for me to masturbate in order to satisfy myself when my husband or my wife is not around? Traveled for long. They cover me, mama answer. Okay. There's what you call order. O-R-D-E-R. Order. It's one of the greatest principles that govern the earth. That is why the sun does not shine at 2 a.m. Order. Nature teaches decency. God did not create the penis for the mouth. I know I have gone into something else. In 1 Corinthians, Paul will be talking and then he will say, this is by the Spirit of God. He will say, this is me. This is me as a person. Whatever a couple does, whatever a couple, and that's a correct grammar, a couple is singular. Whatever a couple does in their bedroom is their business. I don't interfere. If they think it's oral sex, they want to, it's their business. But I'm speaking as a marriage counselor. And I'm talking about, I'm a law student. And sometimes in class, the lecturer will say, you're talking about morals. We're talking about law. There's a difference. So, I'm speaking as a Yoruba girl. I'm speaking as a marriage counselor. I'm speaking from decency. And I'm speaking from my faith, my personal faith. Sex toy. So, oral sex, sex toy, masturbation. These are perversions instituted by the devil to discredit sex in marriage. And the fact that something is popular does not make it right. The fact that a bishop is doing it, he's not God now, does not make it right. I understand you that you are used to sex and your husband has traveled for a long time. Is it possible for you to find a way to travel with him once in a while? Because maybe you're still young and you need sex. Is it possible for your husband to please find a way to show up, even if he has to quickly travel back? Because problem is brewing. If you're not careful, you're going to go into adultery. If you're not careful, your husband is going to go into adultery. You need to find a way to work it out. Oral sex or masturbation is not the solution. If you're not careful, the devil will take over your mind and possess it, twist it. In fact, you will start believing that it is right. Remember, I told you this is my opinion. And I believe I have the Spirit of God. So can you find a way so that you and your husband, except that maybe he's abroad and then he doesn't have a paper and all that, that's another kettle of fish entirely. How are we sure that he's not even married there? You need to know what is going on there for people to have paper. Let me not even go into that. So if you still want that marriage, I don't want you to start what you cannot finish. Because if you're a child of God, you'll be feeling guilty. The devil will be accusing you. The Spirit of God will be convicting you. Somehow. Because you have the Spirit of God on your inside. It's not the solution. Can you quickly find a way to reconnect with your husband so that this temptation will be taken care of? Meanwhile, you might want to start a new hobby, like swimming, like learning the piano, like just to distract you, like volunteering for something. You go, by the time you come back, you are so tired, you don't even know anything about sex toy, you know. And when God sees that you are trying to please him, he will work something out for you. I don't know if I honestly want to get married very early in life, but as I am looking, it seems that it seems that won't be possible. The knowledge, money, and capacity I don't have. I just crushed that now. Remember, maybe you wrote this before I started that teaching. You have it. How do I go about that? Also, can you explain how to find the perfect woman? Hello? In law, there is what you call fundamental human rights. The person that asks this question is entitled. So stop booing him. Stop shouting at him. This is right. That's what we call freedom of expression. I'm happy that he asked that question. I'm going to start from the end. There is no perfect man or woman anywhere. If you look at yourself, you know that you are not perfect. Then the next thing I want to say that, are you born again? If you're a child of God, how does God speak to you? When you wanted to give 200 naira to that person or in church, did God tell you to increase it? You wanted to overtake while you were driving and it just occurred to you. These might be ways by which God speaks to you. When it is time to get married, God will not shout from heaven, behold, Funke is your wife. The same way you have trained your spirit, your mind, is the same way he's going to use to speak to you. So, and you're going to be able to answer these questions when you see the person. Do you like her? Do you love her? Are you ready to spend the rest of your life? Do you have peace? Every time you remember this person, how do you feel? Do you feel scared? And then you might want to maybe speak to your pastor. I don't know what happens in your ministry. In our ministry, before you go talk to a sister, we encourage you to speak to your pastor because that sister might have been engaged. Somebody told me one day when I was pastoring a branch that God told him that this is his wife. I just pulled my drawer out and I brought the invitation card. I said, she's getting married next week. Which God told you? So to avoid confusion in the church, you might need to seek counsel or talk to. God can use anybody to introduce you. And then there is no time you will ever get to a situation and say, I have enough money now. No. The more you have, the more you want to have. The more you have, the capacity, the this and that. And it's important to be the right person and find the right person. So continue to build your capacity. Water will find its level. And be conscious of the fact that, okay, I'm going to get married one day, so I cannot afford to eat with 10 fingers. Let me make some investments. I don't want to be dependent on my wife. I don't want to be taking offering from my wife. When my wife asks me for money, I want to be able to give. It makes a man to have respect, to earn respect. It doesn't matter how much your wife earns. You don't need to. Your money is our money. Her money is her money. That's how it works. So stop putting your... Look, men, you're going to be the one paying for this. So you pay for light. I will pay for something. You pay for this. It's because you don't have enough. So God needs to lift your head. And you are the one that will buy exercise book. Me, I have paid school fees now. So you want to kill me? I just shattered all those now. So as a man, start thinking. My husband is in full-time ministry, but he's also in full-time business. He plants pepper. The money he makes from pepper, green pepper, taffin, jollof rice. My husband, fried rice, yes. He has poultry, eggs. If your ministry, and we have many branches. What do you do Monday to Friday? You are canceling. Times have changed. Hebrews 1:1. Times have changed. These people, you better do something. Farming is the future now. Even IT is shaking small. Farming is the future. If my husband's pigs, he sells 170. And that one delivered 18. One woman sold her pigs, 3 million from pigs. And you sit there, you are praying in tongues. The angels don't even understand what you are saying. Even God is asking, what's he saying? %70 of the people in your church, you are still the one giving them taxi. You pay their school fees. Do something. That fertile land everywhere. Get people. Pay them. Let them. If you see his farm. And I told you the last time I came. Me too. So I can wear what I like. I can give in church. This is wisdom speaking. And I'm not, it's not that I'm not spiritual. God can meet all my needs. I heard that every bottle of Coke we drink, there's a family in this Nigeria, every Coke, every Fanta, they get something from it. So I quickly joined. One day it was only $10 I spent to buy cheers. I shall bought. You see, these things they didn't teach us early. You say the whole world, just give me this life. Give me the whole world and give me Jesus. You should not be broke. You should not be poor. You should not be broke perpetually. If your church is building, whether you are whatever, your own should be there. I know what I'm talking about. So you have the capacity. It may not look like it, but we don't